Good morning. It is December 1st. The Christmas spirit or holiday spirit is more or less upon us. If it not already, it will be very, very soon. This morning I'm compelled to make a video directed toward my actual Guerrilla with a Cause brothers and sisters, our Guerrilla with a Cause family, who are out there and who maintain that no bystander status and try or seek to be a better version of themselves every day. And you won't succeed every day. I certainly do not. We all fall short. There will be missed opportunities where you could shine, or you could grow, or you could be more, or you could be better, or you could demonstrate the better side of yourself. There will be missed opportunities, and there will be times when life and whatever inability you might carry around, and we all carry these around. I certainly do, saddled with a whole lot of them. You may lose your patience, you may become frustrated, you may be caught up in an emotional moment, or you just may be too busy just in life that you may overlook an opportunity to do better, to help someone, or you may even display a less than flattering side of yourself, or a characteristic that you still carry around that you wish you didn't, that you would be better without, but it's still there. And that's okay, man. That's okay, because we're human and we all fall short. I have a lot of trouble. But I think that the biggest thing, the main thing that we share is that we do care. And we all agree that it's a worthwhile endeavor to try to become a better version of ourselves, to try to continue to grow into something more, something better. Just a better, more humane human being, you know. We try to emphasize the humane portion of humanity, which seems to be too frequently separated in today's world. Humanity doesn't, even though you think it would be axiomatic, if you're human, part of humanity would be you're described as being humane in the way that you conduct your affairs and live your life, or just as being in your nature, I guess, that you're human. But it seems to be a characteristic that we're really short on nowadays, we're lacking. Anyway, I'm getting ready to talk about a doctrine that comes straight out of religious text. And that's not the only place it's found. It's supported in a lot of recorded history beside that. So if your knee-jerk reaction, if you're going to be triggered for whatever reason, then turn this video off right now, because there's probably nothing here that you're going to want to hear or see from me. So just turn it off. If you're of the nature that you believe that there's, just because it comes from anything associated or juxtaposed with religion, or any religion at all, especially Christianity nowadays, then it's worthless, it's fantasy and fairy tale, it doesn't apply, you can't garner any type of useful philosophy from that, or morality. If you feel that way, then turn this video off. Simple as that. Turn the video off. We practice a no bystander mentality. We try to maintain a no bystander base, principled base in Guerrilla with a Cause. And that's why on the back of the shirts, or my shirts, it says no bystander. Now, I could have come out with some very clever shirts. You know, it was important enough to me, the message. And this is on the real. I'm not talking to you about trying to get views. You know, clearly, you know, I don't give a shit about that. Look how infrequently I even post. I don't do anything. I've never once probably told anybody, hey, hit that subscribe button. Give this video a like. I don't think I've ever said that in a video. But the entire undertaking was important enough to me from the beginning that when I had the shirts made up, I spent like $9 grand on shirts, hats, beanies, tank tops, because I was committed, because I didn't care if anybody bought them. Hell, I've given away as many as people have purchased. And of course, the purchase of any of this stuff, those monies, all of it, goes toward funding Guerrilla with a Cause operations. Speaking of which, I've got about 50 pounds of deer meat right now. Yeah, I know that's going to trigger people right there too. Meat! I don't eat red meat, but you know what? If you're going hungry and you don't have anything to eat, most people aren't going to turn their nose up at free food. And we use whatever resources we can get, however we can do things, and that's why Guerrilla is spelled Guerrilla. But I got this meat, and I was just thinking, brother Jeff and brother Burl up there in New York, upper state New York, if you guys were anywhere in the nearer vicinity, man, I could keep you guys in meat and shit, keep you guys fed. Anyhow, that's a whole different avenue of topicality. But Guerrilla with a Cause was important enough to me that when I got all the the shirts and the hats and the beanies and the tank tops and stuff in the beginning, I committed enough to get so much of it at one time, because I mean, I've never even had to reorder. I still have all that shit. That's how much shit I got. I still have some, a good bit. I'm getting ready to need to reorder, but it didn't matter to me if people wanted to buy it as merchandise or they didn't. I didn't care. Don't care, because I knew there were enough decent, good people that shit I'd give it away to, just to spread the word, because I had this vision, this ideal that someday, maybe, if we tried, if I could find enough like-minded individuals, we could get the message out to the degree where a grassroots thing, localized in your areas, these little cells in your, and we have that all over the world, that people would get to know what it was about, what it stood for, and when they saw the logo, they didn't think about bodybuilding, they didn't think about weightlifting, they didn't think about any of this stuff. They thought about, there's somebody that cares, there's help, there's a friend. If I need help, there's somebody offering themselves up that I can approach, that I can talk to, whatever it may be. Like I've said again, it could be a kindly place, a kind word, a well-placed kind word at the right time in the right person's life can mean a lot. You don't have to have money. You always have resources. It's in here. It's in your heart. You have resources no matter what. You can always lend a hand. Even if it's, like I said, it's just a word of support. It's just a kind word. It's just a polite gesture. It could be anything, to what we do, all the way to the degree that we try to intervene, interact, which, clothing people, feeding people, helping people out in whatever way possible. And the thing is this, I thought someday people will see maybe the no bystander, and that pretty much is proclaiming to society, announcing it, fair warning, not a bystander. And what that simply means, again, for the umpteenth time, is that if I see an injustice occur within my auspice, all of us agree that at a minimum, to each one's comfort, we'll speak up and decry it. We'll say, hey, it's not right, you can't treat that person that way, or hey, it's not fair, you can't do that to that person. Intervene. Because we don't have blinders on. We realize that we're all related. We realize that that's the better part of being human, is the humanity that we all share, can share, should share. So, whether you like this video, hate this video, like me, hate me, think it's all bullshit, it's a joke, or you're a supporter, or whatever, or you're part of our family, whatever, you already clicked off the video because I told you, I warned you that it's going to have some religious undertones to it, and you don't want to hear that bullshit. I don't care. Point is, if I saw you in need, if I saw that you needed something that I could offer, if there was some way that I could help you, and you were in a position that I clearly saw you needed that help, I would try to help you. Wouldn't matter. Wouldn't matter to me. Wouldn't make a damn bit of difference if you hated my guts or not. Or if you agreed with anything I ever said. Wouldn't matter to me. Wouldn't matter. And am I doing it for you necessarily? Yeah, you can say that, of course, sure. It's part of the outcome. But the real thing is, I'm doing it for me. I'm doing it for me because I gain more. I get more back than I give. And all of you out there, many, many, many of you have told me that you've found this to be true. If you carry a positive energy about your person, if you just try, you're going to make gains. If you just try and you carry that positivity around with you, it's infectious. And you will get that back. The world will give that back to you. Tenfold. Your life will improve. The quality of your life will improve. But you have to try. So the no bystander message, that's where that comes from. Certainly when I had the shirts made, I could have made something that was slicker, cooler, some kind of cool slogan. I only have 2 shirts. The other shirt that I made, on the back of it, it says, "Welcome to," and in capital letters, "my jungle." Welcome to my jungle. I thought that was cool. Now, I have some of them. I barely wear them. Every time you see me in public, I've always got Guerrilla the Call stuff on, and I've always got a no bystander shirt on. Across my back it says no bystander. Because that's, you can think it sounds stupid, corny. I really don't give a shit. Clearly I don't give a shit. That's basically my uniform. That's what I'm pronouncing to society. Fair warning. I'm not a bystander. And so that brings me to this timely message, which shouldn't be a surprise to anyone. Who do I believe is the ultimate no bystander? Who do I look to as a model of the ideal no bystander? Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. And, coincidentally enough, or not, it's December. Christmas is approaching. So what role does the doctrine of Christ have in my life? Well, in my life, I look at that as the ideal. Can I live in compliance with the teachings and the doctrine of Jesus Christ? Now, whether you believe, whatever you believe, if you read the written accounting of the life of Jesus Christ, no matter who you ultimately decide he is or was, if you read that, if you could practice that, if you could aspire to live up to that ideal, would there be anything anybody could say negative about you? Is there anything bad to be found in that? In the pursuit of that ideal? Has it been reported that he's ever said anything that was really bad or negative? No. No. So, in my opinion, Jesus Christ was the ultimate no bystander. And can I live up to that? No, not even this much. Do I aspire to that and wish I could and look to that for guidance? Yes. Absolutely, 100%. Do I fall short? Yes, absolutely. Almost as much as I look to it for guidance, that's almost how much I fall short of it. But what did he do when he interacted with the people? That's what his entire life story was that's reported. He healed the sick. He fed the hungry. He intervened. He saved lives. All these opportunities. He never shrugged off that responsibility that he took on. That he was the true and ultimate no bystander. Anyway, so basically, I feel, or I try to keep in the forefront of my mind, that with the idea or ideal of Guerrilla with a Cause, what I had intended it to be and what we've largely succeeded at it being, is we are human beings that seek to ease suffering. That's pretty much it in a nutshell, the no bystander lifestyle mentality. We choose to seize opportunities to ease suffering. And like I said, will one person change the world? I'm not suggesting one person will change the world. I'm not suggesting that if you go out today and you see some kid walking around counting cracks in the sidewalk who does not have the self-esteem or confidence to even look a person in the eye, I'm not suggesting that if you say to that kid, "Hey man, how you doing, man? Good morning, how are you today?" And you give him a nice kindly smile. Or if you see someone struggling, if you see a person bent, crooked with age, but yet they're trying to get their groceries to the car, if you stop along your route and you take that few minutes to help that person get their groceries to the car, or anything, even if you just hold a freaking door for somebody where maybe you otherwise wouldn't think to because you're in a hurry. Not suggesting that that's going to change the world, but if everybody did it and tried to seize each opportunity as they arose, and they arise all the time if you're looking, that will change the world. So ultimately, be the change you want to see in the world. Be the kind of person that you want to interact with in the world. Be the brother or sister that you want to realize you share humanity with. Be that. Put that out there. And if we each did that, then yes, that would change the world. That would change the world. So how do you change the world? You be that change. You be what you want to see in the world. Anyway, I just thought I'm going to mention this because I think it's important. It's important to me. And from emails I get, conversations I have in person, over the telephone, people I train with, people I interact with constantly in the world, I know that we've had a really, really touching impact. So it doesn't matter that, more people in the world do not know us than do know us, because it's not a thing that you do because you're hoping to get something in return, but yet you do get something in return. You gain whatever you want to call it, enlightenment, peace of mind, harmony, tranquility. It just recharges you and revitalizes you. Brightens a cloudy day. So maybe if you haven't tried it, try it. And if you've been here all along, then I love you guys. And I wish we could do more. So that's it. I just wanted to touch on that. Just wanted to touch on that. You guys take care. I will be back. I'm going to start posting more videos. And I do have a bunch of videos that are related to fitness to post. But you know what? My definition of fitness has a much more broader and complete base than what most consider to be fitness by YouTube fitness standards. I'm talking about fit for life. Fit for living. Fit for life here on earth. That's fitness. That's fitness. Small steps to the moon. You start with curling a dumbbell, trying to change your appearance or look or whatever. There's discipline there to be had. There's knowledge that needs to be gained. There's quality and positive experience in that. But it doesn't end there. The pursuit needs to continue and spread out and reach farther within yourself. and those with whom you share the planet. And like I said, to each one's own comfort level. That's it. You guys take care. Have an awesome Saturday. I'm going to put some calories in and head to the gym. And I'll be back with some more YouTube fitness related type videos.